Simulan na tayo, Ma'am Sen. Start na tayo. So we don't have Trisha, Attorney Ador, Mr. Jack Wong, and Rachel. Yun yung mga absent natin. So, okay, so good evening everybody. We need to start na po. Sorry, we need to start kasi maghahabol pa kami ng other matters. So, sorry for those who waited and thank you for those who came in late. I just hope that sa susunod na lang tayo, we will be able to meet up our time para
Siguro requesting everybody to please come on time next time.
Para at least 1 hour, yung 1 hour. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, ang mahirap lang pagka yung gantong voluntary organization. Kung yung time element is not respected, ang hirap talaga. Doon ka mawawalan. Diba? Parang okay lang maglingkod ng todo pero pagka lang talaga the time is not respected ng isang organization, nakaka-drain siya ng konti. Para masisira ka sa schedule ba. So yun na lang, unless talagang kunwari we cannot meet, pwedeng mag-agree na lang tao. Hindi na lang muna na ituloy kasi others are not available, di ba? Pero parang mas okay kung everybody confirmed anyway, and then ano na lang, yun na talaga yung oras natin. Anyway, thank you for joining. Thank you for coming. So, yung mga senior citizens natin, mamaya inaantok na.
Oo nga Meron pa akong teleserye.
Yung mga senior natin, 9 o'clock natutulog na yan. Kaya baka mamaya kalabisa na natin. Anyway, so, let's go on. Good evening, everybody. So, let me just call this meeting to order. So, by the power vested in me by the NREA Metro CBD, I now call this board meeting to order.
Okay.
So good evening, everybody. So I requested even here my technical assistant, Miss Gina May, my marketing officer in Imus, to even stand by for us because alam mo na, mahirap kasi nag-i-screen share habang nagto-talk. So I have to request always my assistant of my technical team to help me out. So Miss Gina May, can you please start with the screen sharing? Okay, so welcome again. I'd like to acknowledge the presence, of course, of our Madam Presidential Advisor and Vice President for Charter Formation, Madam Zeni Fruto. Magandang gabi, Madam.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Nice to see you again.
Congratulations, marami ka nang na-establish na charter. No? Oo nga, marami na kami. I think ilan na ba sila, ma'am? Ilan na sila?
For now, nagdagdag na ng Davao, 14.
Wow, 14 na, no? 14. Congratulations to you.
Hope more will be coming.
And of course, I'd like to acknowledge also our EVP, Madam Mimi, Madam na rin tuloy, our EVP, Miss Mimi Hidalgo, Madam Mimi, Madam na rin. Good evening, Miss Mimi. And of course, si Madam PRO. Hello, Miss Mimi. Give your greetings, Madam. Miss Mimi, EVP. You may want to greet.
Good evening, everyone.
So good evening. Thank you for catching up. We waited for you because we know that, we need to have a quorum. And of course, our PRO, Madam Blandy. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody.
Thank you for taking time. And of course, much earlier is Architect Oboy Lacson, our director. Sir Architect. Magandang gabi po.
Umalis na siguro sandali.
Umalis sandali. And of course, our birthday celebrator today, our treasurer, Mr. Raul Aristorenas. Happy birthday po.
Kantahan ba natin happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
How young are you?
How old are you?
68 daw, 68. Na-interview ko na siya kanina.
Wow.
And of course, thank you so much, Miss Gina May. You are extending your time there in Imus. Nag-iisa ka lang. Maraming salamat. Thank you. Pakita ka naman, Miss Gina May. Yan ang aking isang marketing officer, supervisor natin doon sa Amos. And she's helping me and all my PowerPoint and everything. Ay, hello, Jen. Thank you, ha.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jen.
Di ba, isang oras lang to. Okay. So, welcome again. Thank you. And then, next slide tayo, Ms. Jen. Ma'am Blandy, can you lead us in a... Ay, andyan na si Governor Ador. Hello, my dear Governor, Attorney Ador Tolentino, our legal advisor. Good evening. Nakamute ka?
Good evening, Chapter President Annie. Sorry, I'm also lag after Zoom meeting.
Oo nga.
Nag-sacrifice ko kayo. Good evening po.
Good evening, Attorney.
Good
Thank
evening.
Thank you sa panahon. Thank you. Am I getting static or okay lang po? Kasi parang
Okay lang.
some others are getting static. Ako ba ay static din? Hindi naman.
Okay.
Okay lang. Okay, for our invocation, can I request Madam Blandy to lead us in our invocation?
The Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Father in heaven, we praise you, we glorify you, we give you thanks for this is the day that you have made for all of us. Dear Lord, we pray that you will send forth your Holy Spirit to guide us in our discussion tonight. And we pray that you may set forth also your holy angels to guard us and to protect us as we are having our meeting. All of this we ask in the mighty name of your Son, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Madam Blandy, PCRO Blandy, for that invocation. And of course, let me just brief you first about our proposed agenda. I don't know kung mag-tackle natin to because we are only giving like an hour to do all this. We're supposed to start at 7 pero mukhang nakalimutan ng ating mga beloved directors ang ating meeting ngayon. So, we have to excuse Trisha. We just had our consultancy, real estate consultant review. Medyo loaded siya. Nagluluto daw siya ngayon. And Vice President Jack Wong is in Porac, Pampanga for his project development. And Director Graciel ay nag-confirm pero hindi pa rin nakarating. Okay. So for our agenda, ito yung I would like to propose sana that we have a business meeting October 29 pero mukhang scrap na muna natin to dahil it's too close already. So agenda number 2 is the presentation of the final SEC papers and articles of incorporation. Let's just talk something about it in a short while. And then presentation of the financial status of the chapter, the cash inflow outflows of October 26. And let's review our organizational structure of the chapter because we have a directive from the national office about our expansion to strengthen more. Although they're happy about our group, the dynamic team, but because we are Metro CBD, they believe that we can do more pa. And I agree with him on that, our president, Ricky Celis. So our plan number 5 is I'd like to discuss more about our plans and programs to recruit new members and set a goal to strengthen the presence in the different cities of the Makati Metro CBD. And we plan to have our new members orientation come this November and do even virtual induction this December or early part of December. Oh no, November or Christmas party in time for our virtual Christmas party, which is December na. And then honestly, let's review the no offense meant to anyone, but the success of the association depends on the commitment of the BOD to start with, and the committed chairmanship and the deputy chairman. So let us review kung ano nga ba, paano, how can we really make sure that each committed chairman and the deputy are aware or kind of committed talaga sila. Otherwise, mag-slow down yung galaw ng chapter kung we put someone tapos hindi naman din talaga performing. So, then item 7 is the review of the chapter's advocacy. And I believe Ms. PRO and advocacy chair, Ms. Blondie, has something to share, which I requested sana kung she gave us advance copy, pero wala pa tayo natanggap. So I hope that she can have something, or she must have something later. And then EVP Mimi also would want to set up some protocols. I do not exactly know kung ano yung gusto niya, but let's hear from her. Although I requested also if she can give us a copy so we can at least deliberate earlier. Pero wala po tayo natanggap. So I just hope that she has something to discuss, And then item 9 is the plan, because CPD for new salespersons, we were approved for November 13 and 14. So let's talk about this so that we can get more members, more salespersons to join, so that we can really be an instrument in professionalizing the industry. And of course, the same way, we are making a little money for our association so we can raise more. Ay, bakit nawala yung financial status? Nag-skip ba ako? Did I say about the financial status? It's item 3. Ayun.
Nandiyan sa first.
Presentation okay, I think I discussed naman siya. Okay. And then, of course, item 10 is others, if you have some important things to discuss. Okay, so doon po tayo. But before we start with our agenda number 2, let me just brief you a bit about my last quarter, that was last week, no? Because with Madam Seni as VP for National Chapter Formation, we are 14 already, and we're happy that our chapter is kind of one of the hindi naman one of the best in a way that we make sure that our reports are properly presented. We respect the people who are there. I mean, the national board. So when we attend meeting, I made sure that there's something really concrete to present rather than kwentuhan lang. No? I just want to make sure that I'm in business, I'm in professionalism, and then I want to show the NREA National Board that we as NREA Metro CBD are respecting them, and as we deserve, as we're expecting them to respect our chapter with me right now as your servant leader, leading the chapter. Okay, so this is how my presentation was. Just briefly, a few slides. So I mentioned to them we were organized. So congratulations, everybody. We're 1 year old already. It was October 11 when we were introduced to the board. Oo, natatandaan niyo ba yun? Doon tayo sa Architectural Center Club. So right now we are nine board of directors. 6 of us are real estate brokers. 1 is an architect. 1 is a lawyer, attorney Ador. Architect Lacson, of course, the architect, and developer there is architect. Dr. Jack Wong, no? Then 6 of us are real estate brokers. Alam niyo na yun, ako, si Zenny, Mimi, Blandy, and of course si Trisha. So 6 tayo, 6. At saka si Graciel yata, no?
Graciel is also a licensed broker.
So 6 tayo licensed brokers.
Excuse me, head of the HR.
And si Raul, si Mr. Raul, no? Si Treasurer Raul, yes. So dapat pala 7 pala tayo real estate brokers dito, including Graciel.
Yeah.
So ang board natin pala alanganin 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 tayo. Parang dapat dapat even odd numbers, no? We need to have one more.
To break the
Oo, dapat we should add one more. Okay, so we'll discuss about it. So yun na nga, so dito 9 pa, 10 na pala tayo. So we will make it 11. So I presented to them that before September, we have a total of, ito yung mga old members natin other than the board, we have 3. Nandito sina Boy Abalos, sina Lambert. So we have 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So other than us, sa board, 2, 3, we have 6, no? And doon sina Kem Putos, na Jamie Cusgayon, and some friends of ni Madam Zenny. And then come last September, you have met some of our new members. There are 15. Most of them are my friends. And 4 of them are real estate brokers, 5 are architects, 3 are interior designers. 1 is a consultant on water and wastewater, who is based in Florida. And 2 are registered salespersons. And I mentioned to the national president that these are the thrusts and plans of our chapter. As I'm always saying, our focus this year is organization build-up. And I mentioned to them that for us to be able to really expand and really capture the major cities, we would like to establish, ito yung gusto ko sa organizational structure, no? Na suggest ko po na we must have key leader per city and per line of profession. Like for example, somebody could be a team leader to make sure that they recruit, invite people to join us in the area of Pasig, in the area of Pasay, in the area of Marikina, in the area of Las Piñas. Yung ganon, bawat city, dapat meron tayong somebody in charge of that. And then somebody also would be in charge of, like, for example, banks will be assigned to, invite banks, property managers, suppliers, developers, because NREA National is really one thing that our organization shall be being a one trade organization. Parang everybody of all professions are here, unlike other professions like CREBA. If you're a developer, you're in the CREBA. If you're a socialized housing developer, you must be sa SHEDA or OSDAP. And then if you're a broker only, there's REBAP, there's PAREB. But NREA, the National Real Estate Association, is full encompassing everybody who are into who does real estate as a practitioner. So supplier, banks, everybody, property managers. So we can get linkages in all these business endeavors. So kung hindi tayo nakafocus sa recruitment, eventually baka mamaya mag-organize na si Madam Zeni ng NREA Pasig, NREA Pasay, NREA ganon. So the idea sana,
Siguro later.
later, the idea sana is the NREA Metro CBD would be able talaga to embrace. And then from us, aanak tayo, di ba? So at least nanggaling sa atin lahat yung mga anak ng different chapters of different cities. Pero mas maganda kung tayo ay, because we carry the name Metro CBD, talagang we recapitalize on it. And as it was said, si President Ricky is really wanting that NREA's branding shall be really pronounced. And that's why we really would want to get and strategize people who really are serious in joining us and really seeing the beauty of our association. So if they're attending kasi business forum every month, we have always nice, very good roster of speakers, no? Yung national's business forum. So if I am a member who's just paying 500 this year, but because yan ang COVID offer natin ng membership, and then that's a kind of exposure or connections and learnings, you'll be happy. So because we are after branding, you have seen our chapter's AVP, naka-host naman yan sa upload sa YouTube. So that's why I said if you have new recruits, please just forward the link and then you'll be able to tell people what we do and who we are. And also our downloadable, fillable membership form. If you send the form for your new recruits, new members, they can just fill it up even from their cell phone or their desktop or laptop. And wala na tayong hard copy, no? So, and then we just print it na lang kung gusto nating hard copy. And then item C, sabi ko, we'd like to campaign and advertise NREA National's Business Forum. If you notice, every time na may business forum tayo ang national, I capitalize on that. I do some posting with NREA Metro CBD there, side by side with the business forum, so that we could really be known that we are part of this association. So we are part of the bigger umbrella. So, of course, we mentioned to them that we conduct monthly chapter business meeting with a special segment, meet and know our new members. And the reason for that, as explained to them, is that we really see our members to be the strength of the association. And we need to know more of them. Like we have done that in 2 occasions already. The first one is we have architect Mo, who's based in UK and doing urban designing in UK, Malaysia, and Singapore. No, he's a proud of us. He's a pride of us, and he's an international architect. And the second session was the one we had with the my Rotary Governor, Attorney Ador, and interior decorator Joanna Badillo, and of course, real estate consultant Kenneth Trobo. So it's our way of hearing more from them, saying what they do, because we would want also that if they're members of us, we could probably do linkages with them with regard to business opportunities. Why not? Diba? So, and if we know who they are, what they do, and their values in business, their values in life, and their commitment to NREA, it would be a good thing for us to know each other. Because we believe, just like sa Rotary, alam na alam to ni Governor Ador, na pag nasa Rotary kasi, it's because of our appreciation of each other, closeness, and fellowship. We can do great things together. Ayan. So, pinapattern natin dahil lutong-luto tayo sa Rotary pagdating sa relationship building and professionalism. Ayan. Next, Miss Jen. Ayan. So, additional trust and plans, sabi natin. Documentation. And every time that we have event like this or nagkaroon tayo ng business meeting, business forum, we will always put that on YouTube so that when our members became our guests or presenters, and they will be happy sharing, hey, can you view this? I was a speaker in the event and that and that. So, okay. So next, meron ba ba? Okay, so we'd like also this membership development engagement. We conduct presentation seminars. Sinabi ko rin sa report ko. And then business opportunity group chat. Meron tayong group chat for business connections. And just for socials, we have fellowship chat, which is anything goes. So para medyo hindi magkarambol-rambol. And I told them about the kind of architect that we had as a guest member. Next. Okay. So on the legal documentation, I told them that we're working on our SEC registration so we can work on our opening of bank account. May form na ako dito sa ano. Yan po, ano pa. And then, so these are board meeting. I told them that we do board meeting and we have minor advocacy on environmental issues. Okay. Yan, yun. Walang gastos yan. All you have to do is, just post it on your Facebook so that they would just know that we are very much supporting clean and green. But of course, do some clean and green thing in your environment. Tanim-tanim din tayo. And also, of course, raise segregation. We walk the talk. And sabi natin, induction of new members will come this December Christmas party, either with the national or tayo-tayo lang, pero virtual pa rin. Okay, November 13-14, CPD for new salesperson. We'll discuss about this later. Okay, so let's get back. Okay, so yun po ang aking presentation kanina. So the other day, and the national board is kind of happy about our direction. At sabi nga ng ibang mga presidente doon na wala silang idea on how to do a presentation. They have idea of how meetings should be and how a president must report. And they appreciate it. And thank you so much, Jen, for helping on everything. Okay, ma'am. So dito na tayo.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am. Please, ma'am.
I'd like to congratulate
Presidential Advisor.
Very wonderful presentation. Ngayon, parang tayo ang lead broker. Instead of lead broker, we are a chapter to be looked up. Model chapter, as they say. So thank you very much to you and to all our officers and members.
Yes. Thank you so much to you also for always making sure that naandyan ka at always connecting us, Madam Presidential Advisor.
You're welcome.
Okay. We're happy that the vice president for charter formation is in our home club, and that's Madam Zeni Pruto. No?
Thank you. You.
Okay, so itong sa SEC papers natin, Articles of Incorporation and Bylaws. Madam Zeni, meron ka pinipresent dito, no? Na tayong nasa board will be included as lifetime members, and therefore, because we will put them in the bylaws that we are really included there as lifetime members. The privilege would be, of course, in the corporate papers and free from payment na ba ng dues in the next years to come. Okay. So yun ang suggestion ni Madam Zeni. So we'll incorporate that. But the final one, hindi ko pa talaga natapos po dahil kasi biglang sumingit ako itong aking real estate consultant course na nagabul ako. Okay, let me go first sa presentation of financial status. Then, bumalik tayo sa mga deeper discussion natin. Okay. So, on the membership fees collection, alam po natin, no, tayong first batch, we were charging 2,700. Yun naman talaga standard ng national. And then, NREA national gets half of it. So, 1,450. So, 1,250 was retained to our chapter. So, but there are some accounts yet that are not fully paid. So, merong for collection because others medyo 2,000 pa lang inabot nila sa atin. No? So those of us, so meron tayong medyo ito pa na some are members na still waiting for the collection for this year. No? So, yan po. So, pakitingnan na lang po yung mga pangalan natin dyan. At kung sakali po na ready na po kayo mag-remit, ay hintayin po natin. But I'd like to ask, kasi Madam Zeni, di ba ngayon, for new members starting September, because of COVID, 500 lang ang pinag-charge ni Madam.
Up to December, 500.
But next year, 1,000 na kung COVID pa rin.
Siguro, just see, I mean, kung whatever will be the situation later, or next year.
So, ibig sabihin po nito ngayon, yes,
Excuse
ma'am.
me, excuse me, Madam Pres. The 200 is for the ID, no?
ID,
325 for the association dues, and 200 for the ID. That's good for 2 years.
Kaya yung 1,450 na yun, madam, is kasama ng ID eh. Kasi dapat 1,250 lang yun, ano? So,
Yeah.
1,250. So, yung 1 to 14 here, since we are part of the old membership roster and most of us are nasa board, 2,700 po yung ating fee for the year. Kaya nga po nakarimit na tayo ng 1,450 with ID para sa iba. Next slide, please. So, pakitake note lang po yung mga ano. Then for the new members, starting September, ito po, no? So, 500 lang sila. I am just waiting kasi nahiya lang po kasi kami mag-collecta that it's coming to my personal account. So, hindi ko muna natin sila pinupush na mag-remit. Dahil unless gusto kong sa bank account na siya ng NREA Metro CBD. So anyway, maliliit lang naman yun. But for item 22 si Kenneth, I do not know kung nagbayad na sa national. Sa national na siya nagbayad eh. So for this year, hindi na muna natin siya mahingan, no? Madam Zenny?
No. Siguro, I'll request si Suset to remit the half of it siguro.
Okay.
I have to check on how much nga he paid.
Okay, so given that our projected collection should be 25,400, 15,950 has been remitted to NREA National. So 11,650 is kept by us in our chapter with me in my account now because wala pa nga tayong account with the bank account for our chapter because inaayos pa natin ang SEC paper. Kasi nung una, we do not know mag-SEC paper pa sila o certification lang from NREA. But later on, they decided na SEC lahat ng chapter. Yeah. So we're still in the process. Tsaka yun nga, kailangan yun para makapag-open ng bank account. Di ba, ma'am?
Excuse me, because most of the chapters now requesting for an SEC from the national. So sabi namin, you should have your own SEC for your chapter in order for you to open an account.
Right.
Because I think that's one of the requirements for the bank accounts, no? And also some chapters, local chapters, the local government are asking also for the securities, SEC papers.
Yes, yeah, the bylaws. Okay, so from the membership, we still have for collection of 16,200 from the top until here. So we just hope that this will all come in this year. So if you notice po yung 500, that will all go to the club. There's no share. Yung national is not getting any share with the 500. Yun ang direct ng presidente para tulong na lang sa new members natin. But come next year, the national would also want to get maybe a share of whatever collection we have. Pareho nung collection natin yung kanila. So maging 1,000 na raw siguro yan next year. Hanggang COVID. Pero pag hindi na COVID, baka ibalik na siya sa 2,500.
Hopefully hindi na COVID.
Pag hindi na COVID. Kasi ngayon, ganto-ganto lang muna yung meeting natin. No? So, next page, please. Okay. So, this is now our cash inflow. No? So, the last time that we have the CPD, I made a separate report to all of you on the breakdown of how we arrive at 38,200 na to. I don't need to show this to you anymore because earlier, nakapakita naman na yan sa inyo. So, our net revenue last January 2020 for our youth salesman, which majorly are my own people at Praise Realty, was 38,228. That was revenue after we solicited for the free use of the facility. Hindi naman free, medyo minimal cost lang yung facility that the venue where we had. And of course, so 38K was our fund. Yun. So the membership dues that is now with us with the bank account, yung excess nung kanina, is 11. So it's total of 49. So as of recently, because we are having a new CPD, there's a 3,500 that we paid already to NREA. Filing fee for our upcoming seminar for new salesman, 3,500. And then advances to officer. This is the one that Director Raul ay advance muna sa yung i-check mo pa regarding the fee that they're saying na seemingly merong pang kailangang ayusin daw po yung attendance natin. But anyway, so in-advance ko na po dito. Then of course, SEC registration form is 500, so I just put it there. So, given that, bakit mali yung total? So, dapat ang cash in banks ko, 49 minus 35 minus 15 minus 500. Mali po yung total ko. Paki-total nga ng tama dyan. 49 minus 5 minus 5. 44. Diba? Typo error. 5. 5 minus 49. 44,878. Jen, 44,878. Okay, paki-change na lang po. Miss Jen?
Apo, edit ko na lang nakaano kasi.
Sige, mamaya mo na i-edit. Sige. So we have something like 44K. Okay, that's the only money that we have at the moment. Hopefully, with our new CPD, kumita naman tayo ng konti, so we have fun. Okay, let's get back to the next two earlier agenda so we can start with the discussion. Balik sa page 1, Jen. Ayun. So, doon na po tayo sa item 4. Let's review. I want your suggestions about our organizational structure. At ito po yung 4 and 5 are almost related, interrelated. So, let's review organizational structure. Alaman naman po natin na this is a voluntary organization. We are all given some assignments. And of course, the board of directors are the one who really would make this organization big or just medyo mabagal. But depende po, tayo rin po talaga yun eh. So, gusto ko po sana makarinig ng mga suggestions po ninyo kung paano natin, kung napansin niyo po kasi yung ibang committee natin ay hindi pa talaga nakapag-perform at we are wanting them to give some suggestions. I think everybody, as we discussed last time, although somebody is chairing the membership, everybody must be focused on inviting members. That's why we have good ABPs for them. At sama rin natin yung plans and programs. But yung organizational structure po natin, what I have in mind really, dahil sabi nga po natin, ang trust talaga natin is to expand our presence and to make us more visible in some other cities. So ito po ang suggestion ko which I'd like you to please react, or if you have other suggestion, is that in our membership committee, di ba last time sinabi po natin, let us establish key leader for every profession, like somebody will lead recruitment for appraisers, recruitment for banks, recruitment for developers, recruitment for, di ba may kanya-kanyang role. And then, ang isang iniisip ko po ay probably we can get somebody who would be assigned to tap on people in the area of Marikina, in the area of, Pasig, Marikina, Pasay, Las Piñas, Muntinlupa, in different cities po ba? So I want your comment on that, or if you have other suggestions. So can I throw the ball to the floor kung ano po yung suggestion niyo po? Any suggestion po? At any offered help? Any offered help that we can agree on?
Siguro, excuse me, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Di ba we have our, what you call this, yung chart committee, organizational chart committees?
Opo.
Siguro you can start from there. And the last time, that was last year, we already appointed what you call this, leaders, head of the committees, and also chairman and co-chairman.
Like for some, ang mga major committees kasi natin is of course on membership, no? Ang membership, sabi ko kasi I really wanted the membership because as charter president, talagang bubuno talaga ng membership dyan ay siyempre presidente, and yun nga po, marami na akong naipasok. And the vice president there is, of course, si Jack Wong, and he said he has 5 also. So, kami po yung nagko-co-chair doon. And then, of course, sa legal grievance and legal matters, of course, si Attorney Ador. Pagdating naman dun sa, ano ba itong mga committee natin? Advocacy is Miss Blandy. And then si Lambert, we assigned him to handle as deputy chair for recruitment for assessors. Si Tonet Abalos for suppliers and contractors. Yun. Tapos yung mga architects naman din, we have several architects and interior designer. So yun po. So parang, but again, I need help on how we can make those people really, on all of us, actually, all of us for that matter, be really giving
Madam
time
President,
to recruit. Yes, ma'am.
how about who is the chairman now of the education committee?
Wala pa tayong chairman because the one that Miss Mimi was recommending ay hindi pa natin nakita
Yeah.
hanggang ngayon.
Yeah, okay. Our contact is Professor ano pangalan? Professor Vidal, who used to be a president for a financing company and a professor at Asian Social Institute.
Opo.
He already accepted the position, and maybe perhaps next time we can invite him to our meeting.
Yeah, that would be good if you can invite him para din talaga mabigyan sila ng mga appointment papers. Pero yun na nga, ang sa akin kasi yung education committee, like when we do CPD, ito mga training for brokers, salesman, this is part of the committee of the CPD, of the education committee. So, baka lang kako hindi niya magawa yung role na yun. Ano? So, yung kasi ang role ng committee on education.
Consultant.
Sorry?
Consultancy.
Next year.
The consultants, how about the consultancy?
Since he will be of help to the consultancy because he used to be the vice president of academics in Asian Social Institute. He can be helping for the feasibility study. So he will be a big help for us.
Oh,
Especially
definitely.
advancing the consultancy.
Oh,
With
definitely
Banang
will be ano.
career ladder.
Yun nga, pero ako tinitingnan ko sana ngayon if well, that would be very good, no? Because we need people of high profile to join us, and that would be.
And he's very
be a pride,
qualified,
no?
President Emmy.
Oo, ang kailangan lang din talaga natin, tingnan din po natin na if this kind of training ng mga CPD is part of the education committee, if he is not, I mean, baka hindi siya yung, we need to analyze ano ba yung expectation natin
I
sa
think
bawat
in the
committee?
bigger picture also, because of Banag mentioned that we would like to have a ladderized program to professionalize the industry. So I think the consultancy is also a major part of that group. So I think he's highly qualified as vice president before of Asian Social Institute, and he used to be president of several financial institutions, and he has several doctorates as well. So I don't see why he's not qualified for the position. Especially if
baka yung dirty work, baka yung hard work, the dirty work of it.
So let's give him a chance, President Emmy.
Yeah, I'm not saying that we're not giving him a chance. What I'm saying is maybe in our organizational structure, iba yung sa education committee is more on the consultancy siya. But we need more people to help in this.
Let's give him a chance so we can see if he can make it or not in terms of delivering for the association.
Oh, siguro what would be good is to request him to give his suggested plan on how he can really help our association. Kasi ganito yun Remember kaya tayo nag-meet and know is because we'd like to really extract from our members ano yung pwede nila maitulong sa association.
Yes.
Yan. So
we will suggest
we can have them as a guest presenters.
Yes.
Itong November siguro nating business meeting. Diba? Because normally that's what we do. We ask our members to say what are they doing, and then how do they see themselves to be helping the association, because we need good people to run the organization. So pwede natin siyang pwede natin siyang itap as speaker.
Yes.
And maybe you can help him na rin to help him come up with ano ba nga ang gusto nating pagawa sa kanyang tulong.
Speakers Bureau. We can help start the Speakers Bureau. It can be under the Educational Committee.
Oh, sige po. Since kasi that's part naman din talaga sa EVP structure natin, I would request your help na lang, Miss EVP, to spin a win for our chairman on that. Diba?
Okay. Yes.
Sige. Okay, noted po. So November isa lang natin sila, pero maganda na rin kung ngayon pa lang makapag-create tayo talaga ng impact But again, yun nga lang din, everything that we'll do has to be in collaboration with NREA National. Parang ganun ang directive nila. Everything that the chapter do has to be discussed first with approval of NREA National. So, kaya mas maganda na din po na makapaglatag siya ng programa, mapresenta natin sa national para at least alam na nila kung anong tinutumbok natin programa.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
President
Okay,
Ellie.
so that's about Education Committee. How about the other committee po kaya?
Excuse me.
Yes,
Can I
ma'am.
say something?
Yes po.
Siguro, I think we should have to activate our different committees, no? And just like, for instance, we have the business development, and then we have the sports and fellowship. We have the bylaws already, no? Chaired by Attorney Ador, and we have the advocacy chair by our PRO, and education committee shall be chaired by the friend of Mimi, the new member, and we have also our educate awards. Well, anyway, that's my ways and means. I think that's a very important also committee, and business development, administration, external relations affair, and siguro from there, no, if we will actively, activate that to different committees, then maybe we can ask our members what committees they want to participate in. So at least parang nalalaman natin kung let's say active committees that we would like to participate in. At least they would be active in that part. In that committee to enhance active participation of the members of our chapter. Siguro.
Okay, so pwede bang ganito po ang ating distribution ng load, no? Kasi ako ang focus ko talaga ngayon is to invite new members in the for the organization.
That's
But
the members.
somebody has to handle the international, the national affairs, the administrative, internal affairs of the club, and that is making things happen on these committee levels. So, siguro somebody has to be focused on ito nga, activating and engaging our committee members to make sure na talagang may training, may follow through.
Yeah.
So this is, I believe this is part of the Vice President's, what do you call this? Internal, di ba? Under the EVP. Maybe I can request help from Ms. Mimi about this. To fill up the committees and engage them and activate them and give them appointment papers at the same time. Yeah.
Yes.
So parang this is part naman ng Vice President's function, ano? Internal. So can I request for Ms. EVP to please look into this activating the committee chairmanship ng ating internal matter ito eh.
Yes, President Emmy.
Okay, so siguro po, ang request na lang natin ay if there's something that you can share to us na lang din so we can help, diba? So hindi naman, talagang tulungan talaga to eh. So kung ilatag mo na yung structure and then so that our new members like yung mga 15 na yan and some of us sa board ay makapili talaga saan sila best suited and then kung ano yung strength nila. Tapos ilatag din natin yung ating direction of getting more members para ko more on, ang gusto ko talaga more on recruitment dahil, and then somebody has to help in putting things together organized. And yeah, parang ganun. So, pwede yung ganun. Ganun ang gawin natin. So go tayo, Madam EVP Mimi.
Yes, President Emmy.
So, ang gawin na lang natin, ma'am, is that, sige, mag-exchange notes tayo on what is your plan here. So, in other words, itong item 4 and 5. Oh, no. No. 4 is yours, 5 is mine. Okay? 4 is yours, and number 5 is mine. Although lahat tayo is towards recruitment, but ako ang focus ko is recruit. Parang ako si Madam Seni. Ikaw naman is engaging the people inside, making them really, happy with association, getting them noticed and getting them utilized for the purpose that they're here with us. Okay, so agree tayo doon. Thank you for accepting, Madam EVP. So 4 is yours, then 5 is mine. Of course, we're inviting everybody to please help. Bali, itong 5 kasi, siyempre kami, magbabato kami ng game plan, ng plano to share with all the rest of the members on the board. But at least ito, sa atin manggagaling ito. Madam Chairman, okay ba po ang board dito? Is everybody, any other suggestion po? Before we say, ito na yon. Gov, Ador, magaling ka dyan. Gov, Ador, are you still here?
Yes, classmate.
Anong masasabi mo dyan regarding assigning to the EVP item 4, which is the review of organizational structure of the chapter. Then training, alam ko si Governor Ador, magagamit mo yan pang ano yan pang flagship profile yan para sa paghilo-hilo ng mga internal people natin. Diba? Diba, Gov? Puto. Hello, ha? Gov, Ador, attorney Gov.
Yes, classmate.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Alam mo kasi itong pag-motivate, pag-engage, and talagang making them happy, fellowshipping and loving NREA, CBD, and getting the pride of being there. It is a work of people who really love to be with people. So baka pwede ka dyan, sir, mapasama ka dyan. At, yung
Sige,
profile.
we'll plan that out. President. Let's discuss. I'll call you up on this para we can come up with something.
I'm sure yung ating mga galaw natin sa Rotary pwedeng i-adapt natin dito expert. So you can please help si Madam EVP sa internal. And then of course yung 5 natin, we need suggestions sa 5, how to get new members. Pero ang idea ko po dun sa 5 talaga is that if I recruit somebody in Marikina, bibigyan natin sila, I'll present them to you para sabihin natin, sige, mag-team leader siya sa Marikina with regard to recruitment, ganyan, in the Pasay. Hanggang para na tayong Rotary na may kanya-kanya tayo mga municipalities na under one district. Parang tayo, District 3830, di ba? Pero sa Rotary, pero actually, tayo, parang NREA Metro CBD. And the same thing, we have Makati, we have, all these other cities. Even, mas malaki pa nga Kasi, di ba, sa Rotary, hati-hati pa. Sa atin dito sa NREA, we can have Quezon City, Pasig, Ortigas, all over, the whole of NCR. So, alam mo yung laki nun, NCR. And sana, after we establish business with them, we can really make them feel good that they can do business among each other. Yung tipo bang nalaman mo siya na arkitekto siya, magaling na architect, di ba? May perks sila for just getting connected. Magaling na lawyer siya. So, sa kanya na lang yung business, di ba? Yung mga ganun ba? Property managers, marami siyang hawak. So, pwede. So, para makita rin nila na joining us is not just fellowshipping, but there's also added advantage to their profession that they're in. Yun po. So that's
like
4 and 5.
Creating something that may value of being a member.
Kung ganoon. Yes.
They feel the box.
Correct. So pagtulong-tulungan natin po ito sana ha. So I count on you, Madam Miss EVP Mimi and Gov Attorney Ador. Thank you so much. And itong 5 po. Yan.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
We can also get, seek the, help of our architect and June, our maybe they can give an insight of whatever suggestions also.
Oh yes, definitely. Itong item 4 po, talagang di ba mag-committee chairman sila, like committee chairman si Madam Raul o Sir Raul on ano nga ba yun? Ano nga bang committee ni Madam Chairman, Mr. Raul? Yeah. Ano po bang masasuggest niyo po dito ngayon? You might have some good idea.
Ano bang gusto ni Raul na committee? Di ba we assigned already committees before? Chairman? Sana yung...
Ang chairman, si si Mr. Raul Aristorenas ay treasurer and Ways and Means.
Okay.
Si Architect Oboy, director, ay mga bang
At Emmy,
po.
yung bang committees natin, do we have like a standing committee that is or standard committees
These are the
that
standards.
are congruent to the national structure? Are
Yun
we
po.
following something
Yes.
that the national follow?
Yes. I will give you yung yung committee names. I'll send in a separate email sa inyo.
Excuse me, these are our
Kasi
standing committees.
Meantime siguro that our membership is not that expansive yet. Maybe we focus on strengthening each committee, like one committee headed by the appointed chair, tapos kukuha siya ng 2 members para medyo ma-strengthen yung committee. Para hindi siya yung one or one man committee. And siguro we can help each other, like one can be a chairman in one standing committee, but at the same time pwede rin siyang member ng isa pang committee.
Correct.
Like in my case, pwedeng chairman of or legal affairs committee, I can be a member of perhaps state membership, mga ganun ba? Para let's try to support each other while the members in our chapter are not yet that plenty to choose people from. So,
That's
and then tayo mag-expand on other committees later on that may not necessarily be what the national board, is serving. Pwede nating like we can create subcommittees later on. But it's important that we have the standing committee that are standard.
Yun nga, Gov. Yun lang, like, we had established na naman yun, we had identified, and we have some people there already. But yun na nga lang, hindi pa sila ganun naka-engage. And medyo, the programs are not yet in place. Hindi pa sila nagsasabit ng mga programa. So that's why I said, it's a good thing, no? That it has to be really given a certain attention by by the board of directors. So, and so that's part of the VP internal affairs. So, under our EVP. So, yun ang ating Yes. So, ang request ko lang tungkol dyan, kasi if you notice, pagka kunwari merong, di ba, business forum or may something, we can do our own posting Like, if you want some help on making your own brochure, I'm requesting help from my staff to come up with something that would boast about NREA Metro CBD. So, ano ba naman ang minsan, si Madam Zeni, nagpagawa siya ng e-brochure, talking loud about NREA Metro CBD, or si Govador, si EBP Mimi, EBP Blandy, Madam Blandy, si Architect Oboy, Mr. Raul, di ba? So parang kung everybody lang ay dancing in one tune, isa tayo ng ginagawa. So, di ba? So parang, wow, these are the people. Yun ba? So talagang para let them notice that, nandun din pala para hindi isang personality lang nakikita nila na recruit. No? So let's all use social media to campaign for membership. Pwede po ba tayo mag-commit? Pwede ko po mahinga ng commitment po nun to start with doing some postings. Because I'm sure, siguro other than Madam Zeni, ang iba hindi pa nakapag-posting. Like lang kayo pag nag-posting ako. Pero pwede na rin po talaga kayo mag-posting.
Okay.
Agree po tayo doon. So, regarding yung for posting naman ninyo, kahit naman kunwari lang, di ba, nagkwentuhan tayo, hindi nag-posting ka. Kung gusto mo naman na meron kayo sa magandang e-brochure, pwede natin drawingan ano ba yung e-brochure, for branding ng ating NREA Metro CBD, pwede nating pag-usapan para itong month na to, itong ilalabas nating campaign material natin. Next month, ito naman. Next month, ito naman. So parang if there's something really that every month is, I always love to do what Rotary is doing. Like there's a theme month. Diba? Sinasabi natin nun, every month merong theme. Itong month na to, ito yung focus ng ating pinag-usap. Next month, ito yung focus ng pinag-usapan natin. So, there's always a new reason for us to tell the world, hey, we're here, we're doing something like this month. Then next month, iba naman. So by word and then by being visible, so mas nakikilala tayo. So yun po, pwede nating i-adapt po yun. Online media presence ng bawat isa. Yan. Ang gagawin ko na lang po dito kung okay lang po sa inyo, kung kunwari hindi tayo lahat magagaling, like ako, hindi naman ako galing gumawa dyan, but yung tulad ng ginawa nung kaninang meet and know, that's done by Miss Gina May. No? Siguro, pwede ko naman siyang one day, pa-overtime natin siya ng one Sunday special day for NREA. Siguro naman baka pwede yung sweldo niya po one Sunday, pasagutin natin sa NREA. Para wala siyang gagawin kundi gumawa lang siya ng brochure ng ating gusto nating i-campaign for certain month kasi wala pa tayong sarili nating technical team, di ba? Pwede naman siguro 'yon.
Okay, sakit.
Okay po ba 'yon?
President.
Okay, great. So, Madam Jen, hanggat wala pa tayo, although I'm getting another staff, meron ako mga staff, puro IT naman sila, but Miss Gina May kasi gamay na gamay ko na yan. So, madali siyang gumawa. Okay, so shout out loud tayo, ha? Shout out loud para mas marami tayo. Okay, I'm done with item 3, 4, and 5. Next, Jen. So, agree na tayo doon. We'll come up with e-brochure. Madam, can I put it on table? Agree ba tayo po na yung suggestion ko na at least once every 2 weeks, once a week, maybe we can ask somebody for technical assistance to do lang some brochures for our chapter. Kung meron kayong technical guy, okay din naman. Wala siyang gagawin kundi gumawa ng mga brochures natin for the next Mag-team tayo. Ano nga ba? Yung what are the things that you want to project? What are the things that you want people to know for this month of November? What do you want people to know about NREA for this month of December? And so on and so on and so on. Diba? Kasi pag sa Rotary kasi, okay, November is Rotary Foundation Month. Okay, end polio. Campaign kami todo ng end polio. Kailang campaign mo talaga yan. December is Christmas party, gift giving to some indigents and all that. January is another trabaho na naman. So parang there's something good to share. And then a lot of people are sharing the beautiful things they do in line with a certain trust. So kaya parang hindi napapagod. There's always something beautiful to share every month. So yun din sana ang gusto natin at mag-suggest po sana kayo. So maybe we can throw that on the table para balikan na lang tayo, balik tayong pare-pareho on what you have in mind as something that we'll do certain months. Para yung brochure natin is iisa. Nag-out ako ng brochure about this thing. Ako nag-post. Ito naman si Miss Mimi. Ganun din, parang isa ang sinabi natin, pero more or less interrelated. Okay po?
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you for affirming. Ayun, ito rin 6 sa qualification of commitment ng BOD natin. I don't mean any offense here. Ang request ko lang siguro, number 1 is when we set the meeting to be at 7, let's all come at 7. Let's all be in the room at 7. Para naman po, mas marami tayong madiscuss. Dito tingin ako ng tingin sa watch because I don't want to keep everybody longer than later pa than 9 o'clock, pero 9 o'clock na. Okay, let's move on to this. Yun na lang siguro sa item 6, no? Kaya pwede po makahingi ng isang malaking yes po dyan na ano po ba talagang gusto nating board, meeting natin, BOD meeting or business meeting natin, di ba? Ang business meeting po kasi natin is dati, sumabay kasi sa NREA National so we'd like to make ours na lang. Every third Tuesday na lang tayo, third Tuesday. Pwede po ba? Kasi NREA National is fourth Thursday. Noon time.
It depends,
Ay, hindi ba yun lagi?
no fixed date and fixed
Ah.
date.
So tayo, mag-fix na lang tayo third Tuesday. Pwede ba, ma'am? Kasi yung second Tuesday ko, rotary ko yun eh. Third Tuesday na lang tayo. Okay lang po ba sa board?
Siguro it would not be in conflict with the national kasi ang national is 10 o'clock in the morning usually.
Gabi
So,
naman tayo, ma'am. 7 o'clock tayo.
sige.
Okay lang po ba yung 7 o'clock sa inyong lahat? Kapag, para kunwari 7 to 8:30 lang, yung ganun lang, talagang we start on time, we end on time.
Siguro
Pag
if we start on time, we can end up on time. So,
Oo nga,
at least we should be on time.
Oo. Pero yun na, starting next week na tayo, tayo on time. Okay, 7 o'clock tayo, business meeting or board meeting, 7 o'clock. If we have a board meeting every third Tuesday, at kung magbo-board meeting tayo ng once a month, let's just make it a bit 30 minutes earlier siguro, or an hour earlier. Like we start at 6, para pareho nandun na tayo sa room. Pwede po?
Yeah.
O 6 to 7,
Fine, that's fine.
sorry, so 6 to 7 of every third Tuesday, we'll have a short board meeting, 6 to 7. Then 7 to 8 is our business forum. And business forum and general meeting, where the committee could talk about the plans that they have, the achievements that they did. Kasi yung mga members dapat narinig nila what are we doing, di ba? Para na-excite sila na they can contribute. At kung merong super performer dyan, maganda naging performance niya, talagang happy siya on what she contributed, bigyan natin ng konting recognition, applause for doing great in certain month na talaga nag-involve siya. Diba po? So, again, medyo marami rin talaga yung trabaho. So, yun. So, taking care of our members is really the key para ma-strengthen tayo. Okay, let's go to 8 and 9. Dito na tayo mag-end kasi we don't want to keep. Okay, Miss Mimi, Miss EVP, would you want to present on this item 8 and so with Miss Blandy for item 9? Oh, 7 and 8 rather. 7 and 8, sorry. Meron po ba kayong something in mind already as chapters advocacy na hindi pa natin, no? Ready already? Madam Blandy, Madam PRO, Advocacy Chair. Hello, Miss Blandy.
Nakaano siguro siya.
Okay. On October 5, I'm happy to report that in spite of the postponement of our activity, there's supposed to be a scheduled activity on October 5, which is the last day of the Laudato Si, care of the environment, advocated by Pope Francis. So, after lunch, the group of the Jigo Pamayanan Community, tahanan ng community composed of PNP officers and members, Philippine National Police, contacted us, so we proceeded then. In spite of the postponement, we decided to proceed. So we successfully set up a marker, a wood marker, and had an urban backyard project. So for Metro CBD consisting of 2 square meter garden, a backyard garden. So we planted the Mimi. I sent Mimi to be my representative since I cannot go up because now a senior. So we have now a project for the advocacy committee, and also we had the initial feeding program of the PGH cancer patient, composed of, I think, 30 cancer patients. So that's it.
So yes, well, we'd like
Where's
to
the
apologize.
budget? Okay, okay.
Okay, we'd like to apologize no na yung first advocacy mo na yan, Madam Blandy, was not very well na-circulate sa ating lahat kaya medyo hindi tayo nagkaroon ng chance to support, no? So kaya nga po ito in-agenda natin sa I congratulate you for that advocacy. But yun nga po, ayaw naman natin ang chapter natin na hindi properly nakakasuporta ay it would help very much kung siguro part na rin ng ito nga po na kung makagawa ka na talaga kayo ng parang suggested plans and program, do alam naman natin wala naman tayo masyadong pera, but we can, maybe the club can spare a little naman din, di ba? So parang, if you can give us exactly kung ano yung pinaplano niyo po for the year.
Yeah, because I announced that earlier during the last meeting pa eh.
Hindi, pero kailangan po sana on paper kasi if there's budgetary
Okay,
requirement.
okay.
Diba?
Okay.
It has to be approved by the board and then the board has to allocate a little fund, gano'n. Hindi siya talaga, it has to be pre-approved po. Iti-table natin. Kahit telepono lang parang through email. But at least lang, yung nga na what is the project about and then what is expected from the club, anong participation, what is the objective.
You know, at the beginning of our meeting before, since last year, I've already announced my advocacy.
Pero in writing po sana, madam, para at least malagyan
Okay.
natin like,
Okay,
lang,
next time.
Yun lang para lang, kasi nagulat lang kami na may mga expenses pala na hindi na pag-usapan. So,
Yeah, okay, so it's okay. I have already paid for it.
Pero hindi, sa susunod nga po, it would help din.
Yeah,
Kung,
okay.
with the paperwork ay pati na rin yung budgetary requirement, tapos mag-agree natin, malay mo, baka ibang members natin may sobra, di ba? Para makapagbigay pa rin, mga ganun. Wala nang problema. Okay, I think in relation to that, yung some, so are you saying that, are you going to give some advance, ano po? Meron ka pa bang advance?
I already advanced everything,
sorry.
you know, and then,
We can still continue for the
we can still continue the PGH, but the budget is something like 30,000. If we have the budget, we can.
Ay, tulad
We
nga
can
po yung sinasabi
continue.
natin. Kaya pingusan ko kanina yung financial ano natin, wala naman tayo pang pera, di ba? That's why I said, if you are, we need to agree anong kaya natin, anong hindi pa pwede, di ba?
No problem. I can write that. It's
So
easy
kaya
naman
nga
to
po,
write it.
so kung meron kang advance po nung talagang in writing para at least alam na natin kung ano lang approvean, papa-approve natin sa board. Kung meron tayong may spare kahit konti, di ba? So kaya nga tayo naghahanap buhay ng sa event ng mga konting CPD kahit pa konti-konti para makapag-share naman tayo sa noble causes.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Madam Chairman. Thank you.
Yun lang po. Tapos, Madam EVP, yung setting up protocols, it is your idea that sabi mo, we would like to discuss more protocols or something.
As our chairman, as our president, Emmy mentioned that we want to professionalize our chapter so we can build smaller chapters in the future. So basically, what are why should there be protocols? So the protocols are basically our way of bonding with one another. So these protocols will fall under the SIR framework. So this is called the smooth interpersonal relationship. So the smooth interpersonal relationship protocol is based on 3 pillars, and that 3 pillars are intrapersonal, interpersonal, and metaphysical relationship. So what is intrapersonal? Basically, we are in Metro CBD for a reason, because we really want to be of help. So more or less, everybody who's part of Metro CBD knows that they really want to be part of Metro CBD because they have something to contribute. So that they will be coming from a point of strength. So that is interpersonal. And what is interpersonal? Basically, since we know our strengths and we know from what background we come from, like if I'm a broker and then if my friend will come as a bank manager. So more or less, we will try to, at this point, have a relationship with one another. As President Emmy has mentioned, we want to build bonds of strong relationship. And then in the end is metaphysical. So we don't want to stick around just basically brokerage. We really want to expand ourselves, be inclusive, really have as much as multi-sectoral as possible. So we would want everything to be part of our framework. So because we want to be a one-stop shop. So in that one-stop shop, we have the SIR, which is the smooth interpersonal relationship. So that smooth interpersonal framework will be the basis of our protocol. So what is our protocol? So we have a two protocol. We have a 532 protocol. So that 532 is the institutional and programmatic protocol. So what would fall under that? So basically, institutional, as President Emmy mentioned, that will fall under the table of organization. So basically, as President Emmy mentioned, so all officers can go. This is proposal, President Emmy. So this is for the board to approve. So basically, because we are an agile group, because basically we are still in the new normal, so we will try to work as agile as possible. So to be agile, we will adopt a 532. So a 532 means a 5-day window. So if there is any potential from all of us who wants to be, we would like to nominate someone for a certain position. So we can open that, and there's a 5-day window for everyone to also bring in their own nominations. And then from there, there will be a 3-day window. So that will run on 5 days. So on the end of the 5 days, we will run on a 3-day window. So that 3-day window, we would have two board of trustees who will do an interview with that potential candidate, and then the 2-day window. So that's five days. So 5 days to nominate, and for everyone to also want to pitch in their own nomination. And then at the end of the 5 days, we will do a 3-day window, and that 3-day window would be the board of trustees would interview that particular chairperson that we would want to include in our board of trustees. And then a 2-day window would be, so after the 3 days, we will be, the one who's nominated will be a yes or a no. So if it's a yes, there will be a 2 days that we will be running the name in our Viber group, and that 2 days will be a time where there could be objections in terms of ethics of that person, if they don't know of any. And if not, then we will proceed. And then after the 532, we will have formal announcement of that particular officer as being part of the board of trustees. So that will fall under the institutional protocol. And then part of that institutional protocol would also be the Speakers Bureau, which we will be launching also very uh, within this year. So we'll be launching the Speakers Bureau. So basically, it will also run on the 532 protocol, 5 days to mention what are the different topics that will be held for that month or for the quarter. And then after that 5 days, if that is approved by the board of trustees, we will run on a 3 days. So that 3 days will be to discuss if there what kind of budget that person needs, if there's a budget for honorarium, if there's a need for memorandum of agreement for whatever sector or particular government agency we would need to tie up with. And then also during that time we'll be discussing also incentives for the organizations. So we will have incentive for the organization, and NREA would have a NREA Metro CBD, and of course the national will have a certain uh parang a certain percentage or royalties because NREA Metro CBD will be hosting it. And then there's also we would also want this about different topics. So we could also have we will be asking for a certain fee on that. We could also we could also give a certain referral fee for any recruitment that anyone would uh, that so we could also invite groups, and kunyari, if you invite a certain group, there's also a recruitment fee that you will be getting from as part of the as part of our incentive to get more mileage for the Speakers Bureau and for more enrollment. So basically, that is we will also financially sustain the Speakers Bureau, at the same time also give incentive for our members to also want to invite people to be part of the Speakers Bureau so they could also have more knowledge on our industry. And then, so basically on the 2 days that will, after going through the 5 days and then the 3 days, and on the 2 days, that will be to formalize that we will be having that activity and we will run on an objection or no objection on that. So we will be mentioning that because we need a 2 day period so people can also air out if they have certain objection or or certain tie up they would want to also do for the organization. So that is we will give a 2 day window for that. And then so with those protocol we would be more agile in having more activities and giving it and also recruiting people to be part of the forum, and hopefully they would want to also be part of our group. So that is on the procedural. And then we also have another protocol. So this is so this is also another protocol. It's a 3-2-1 protocol. So we have a 3-day window, 2-day window, and a 1-day window. So this is even more agile than the first one. So the 3-2-1 protocol that will run on operations on the way you would run Metro CBD. So what is a possible use for the 3-2-1 protocol? So that can be when we do our funding already. So in getting financing for our funding, I mean this is all I would also ask. I would formally write this to get the approval of the board. So basically we will have a Viber group that will be created, and so what is the 3-2-1? 3 days for the organizational committee to put up. So there's a 3-day window after the event where the organizational committee would be putting up their net cost. So this is basically the net profit of their project. And then on the 2 days after declaring what is their net profit, of course they will write down everything, no? The what is the cost, and but the net profit we have 2 days to deposit in a bank, and this would have to be so um, there will be 2 people from the board of trustees who will be a witness to that, and then also of course the treasurer would be part of this 2-day window to deposit the net profit of any in any project that we will be getting into. And then a 1 day, so we still have 1 day. So that 1 day, the auditor will have to validate that the money has been put there. And basically, the auditor will make the final go to the Viber group that the money is already inside uh, the bank. So that is the 3-2-1 model. And then this is just a proposal. If it's possible, so our group can be very healthy, we could after getting all our net profits, we could also develop a 50-30-20. So 50% of whatever net proceeds we have goes to the operations of NREA Metro CBD, and then 30% of it goes to fellowship, and 20% goes to advocacy. So that is to run the whole, just to make sure that the funds for that year is being consumed for that year, so that we can be more, we can have a more vibrant organization. So there. So that is the 5-3-2 model and the 3-2-1 protocol.
Well, those are very good plans, of course, definitely. And
We
kailangan
cannot
lang
hear.
talaga na,
I'm sorry, your
Oh,
voice is a bit soft.
okay.
President.
Those are really very good and impressive plans. And kailangan mo lang talaga na
I'm
somebody to
sorry.
help you out. Ay,
We couldn't
can't
hear.
hear?
Can you speak louder, please?
Those really are very good and impressive plans. But you just need to have somebody to help you out. Kasi, you know,
We couldn't hear you.
ay,
Couldn't
can you
hear
hear
you.
me? How come? Hello? 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 What happened? How about the rest? Are you still hearing me? Hello?
We will log out
Yeah, I
first and then
can-
we will come back na lang. Kasi medyo
Yes po.
from our side, it's we couldn't
Oh.
hear anymore.
The signal.
We have signal problems. We will come back inside.
Anyway, so timely naman yan, Miss Madam EVP, that yun nga earlier, sabi natin, you'll be sharing really exactly what an EVP is. So these are good suggestions. We can study further. Excuse me. In the 3, 2, 1. Sorry, sabi ako. Wala na si Raul at saka si Architect Oboy. Anyway, what can you say about that, Attorney Gov? Madam Zeni?
For me, excuse me, I think that needs a long-range planning, no? Siguro maybe from the start of the year, you can start planning. Kasi parang masyadong mabigat yung ano. So,
Malaking institution na to, parang malaking organization na eh.
and you have to get an active cooperation from the members.
Oh.
So maybe si EVP Mimi will have to start the planning by January. Or may even now.
Yeah. So tama-tama naman, sa kanya naka-assign na departamento yung internal and external. Concretize niya yung plano niya, di ba? So for appreciation ng body. And then naman si Governor Ador to give some insights also. Medyo wala yung dalawa, no? Medyo always the case, very idealistic yung kanyang presentation, pero dapat may certain area of which is adaptable and not at the moment. May mga, every good plan has a certain timing. Every good plan has a certain timeline and, timing, timeline, and readiness ng plano for execution. So siguro kung anong pwede, piliin na lang, i-suggest niya, pag-aralan muli. Yung sobrang malalim pa, diba? A little later. Ano na lang natin, i-dissect na lang, dissect. So, I mean, let's just, we request her to make a formal paper on that siguro, and then siya naman mag-chair nun di justify na lang niya kung is it ready now or hindi pa, or kung alam pwede.
Okay.
Kasi ako, simple pa lang anak. Tama naman siya pero yung mga, ayan na, si Miss Mimi. So, Madam Mimi, Madam na rin tuloy. Madam EVP. So while you are not connected, I got some response from Madam Zeni. I was waiting for the response to Governor Adora. Well, of course, that is a very good long range. It's really a full encompassing plan, maybe very good for especially well organized and well manned people already. But we can come to that. But starting somewhere else to be able to be there, no? So siguro ang tingin ko na lang dyan, yung pwede na putting it in paper and see kung which one is pwede at this first year, ito na pwede natin magawa. Second year, ito pwede na third year, pwede na tayo dito fourth year. Para may game, para merong path. Okay? Because syempre, hindi naman agad lahat pwede na natin i-implement, diba? So parang may timing may timing, may proper time for each and everything that you would want to accomplish, but at least there's something na, ang tawag nga a chart as to where you want the association to grow and to go. Diba? That's very good. Yun nga lang, tama naman, that's your heart, and then that's part of the vice president's area. So it's so timely for you, the external and the internal. Okay, so siguro Madam Seni, Governor Ador, siguro you can since you're the author for that, why not come up with a paper and let's analyze kung alin ang pwede for the year, pwede for the next year, alin yung mga susunod. Pwede po ba yun? I think that's how I would like to take your very nice presentation.
No. Siguro, I mean to say, she can present that during the planning session for the year, diba? For the year 2021.
Okay.
Kasi I would just like to inform everybody, the board, that the officers, the presidents now of all the chapters of NREA will be extended up to 2021. From November 2020 to November 2021. So, another year for you.
Ginawa nilang general?
Yeah, for all that. That was what was agreed on in our last president's meeting, di ba?
Okay, so while we're still in the organizational stage pa naman, so
yeah,
let's work on organizing all these things na, and then so that maybe on the third year, ready to fly na yung chapter, meron ng career path, may growth direction.
Kasi ngayon parang baby pa tayo.
Tayo kasi right now, we're still in the birth pain of really getting a feel of who are the people to help, who are the people whom you can count on, and being able to connect the dots of the availability of the volunteer hours that everybody could give lang. Having a feel of the commitment level ng bawat isa. So medyo nandun tayo sa stage na yun. But, there's always something somewhere to start for a big picture, di ba?
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
So, yun tayo po. Anyway, so meron pa bang others to discuss? So, ito pong November 13, 14, please wait for more further announcement. Madam Suzette will get back to me whether kaya niya ang 13, 14. Pero most likely daw, this has to be reset because right now, there's a new circular na naman from PRC that it's not anymore 8 units but 12 units for salespersons.
Because, excuse me, because as what that was discussed last year or this year pala, the 8 hours was not fully approved daw. So,
but kino-communicate
kailangan bumalik tayo ng 12 hours.
Kinommunicate na nila. But anyway, so ganun pa rin. So there will be a little increase na naman on the fees, no? Kasi 500 is the prescribed amount for salesman for an 8-hour session. And assuming that we can add 100 minus 12,000 for the speakers, kung 8 yun, 500. If we get 50,000 minus 12,000, so we have 38. I don't know kung anong sharing doon ng national. Alam mo ba, Madam Sen? 50-50 ba yun?
Mga 10% would be okay siguro.
10%?
Depending on how much profit can we have.
Kasi parang nakikita ko doon, if we have 100, assuming na 500 lang yun, be 12,000 for the speakers. Wala namang merienda So, mga certificate na lang yun.
That's on the net, after all expenses, less expenses.
10% sila? 10% ang NREA National?
On the net profit lang. Kasi maliit na yun, di ba? Maliit lang ang kita ng chapter.
Kunwari nga po, assuming na 100 people, mga 38,000 minus filing fees pa yon, mga 35 to 34 lang, ganun. So, ang share lang nila mga 10%.
Mga 10% reduce.
So, kung makabuelo tayo ng another 100, so mga another 30,000 yun for the chapter, para to begin with, to be able to have some funding for some advocacies natin that Madam Chairman will present. And syempre, maganda rin na meron tayong konting sobra. Kasi ngayon, wala masyadong gastos, di ba? Dahil nga Zoom. But there'll come a time, lalabas namin yung meetings na, di ba? May board meeting na, siguro naman. Pag board meeting, pwede ko magpa-soft drinks ng konti. Tsaka pag malaki na talagang operation, baka we need a secretary na kahit na once a week lang magtrabaho sa atin, di ba? Kasi marami ng paperwork eh. Siyempre, susweldohan na natin yon. Kasi right now, I pay for my staff. Like ito, the past 4 days, I had my other staff, pinapasok ko, isang ahente ko. I'm paying her 400 a day. Wala siyang ginagawa kundi just to write letters to some people in the industry. You know, I have several cards I wrote to them, personalized, to invite them to join NREA. So yun, personal ko na lang siyang ginagastusan kasi hindi ko naman pwede i-charge pa sa chapter kasi wala namang pera pa. Pero pag dumating ang panahon na marami na talagang needs ang chapter natin, eh baka meron ka na kailangan din talaga in the future na secretariat kung marami siyang tinatrabaho. Pero ngayon, I just made use of my own team. I just paid myself for their fee, whatever, and overtime. Pero yung sinasabi ko nga kanina, kung talagang everybody would want to have something for social media, online boosting, online presence, at gusto natin magpatrabaho ng one day, or pwede ko sabihin sa staff ko, pwede bang for today, report ka for NREA, and then Ms. Blanca has something to request, Ms. Mim has something to request. I mean, yung kaya lang nila gawin for the day, para lang makapag talagang yung presence natin, hindi lang puro ako lang, kasi ako lang nakakapag-utos sa kanya, no? So at least kung meron talagang one day na na-request ako, either si Laika or kung sino man sa staff natin na, o one day paid ng NREA yan. So ito yung kaya nilang gawin tapusin for the day. O di meron tayong mailabas na paper para lahat tayo ay visible doon nga sa presence natin. So kailangan ganun eh, para hindi lang isang personality ang makikita nila. Yun po, di ba? So yun isa, kaya talagang kailangan natin mag-raise din ng pakonti-konti ng pera para meron tayong mag-gastos din sa mga advocacy and operations natin. Okay, so 9 ako sabi natin. So next time na lang siguro let's start at 7 para 8:30 maximum na natin.
Siguro, excuse me, can I suggest, Madam? Siguro, can we start earlier next time? Kasi parang, like now, it's already 9 o'clock.
Oo nga, kasi, ano nga ma'am, 7 o'clock ba? Kanina we're topic 7 o'clock.
Can we start at 6 ba?
Oo, pwede ba? Is that possible? 6 o'clock?
Oo.
Okay.
Nakakaantok.
Oo nga eh. 6 to 7:30 sana eh.
Yeah, 6 to 7:30, that will be fine.
I think that would be fine.
Oo. 6 to 7:30.
Sige, 6 to 7:30. Tapos wala nang tawagan. Immediately na lahat naka-online na. At at 6 o'clock, everybody's in the room, no? Sige ma'am, yun ay ilabas natin na agreement. Unless may board meeting, medyo mas mapapaaga tayo ng konti.
Yeah, pwede naman.
Yes, ma'am.
Pagka may change ng schedule, can you give us mga at least 2 days naman?
Ay ma'am, hindi naman ako nagbago na schedule. 7 talaga nakalagay ko doon. 7
Just in the future. In the future lang.
Oo naman. Yeah.
Tapos Press Emmy, with regards to other matters, I would also want to also give attention to the consultancy because basically I think they will be changing the schedule. It's not going to be December, so I think it might be
Next year.
sometime March or April. So if ever, parang it's good now we can already start the Viber group for those who wants to join the consultancy, the review. Parang we could do a parang a group study kasi I think there will be a feasibility study also as part of the consultancy exam. So at least may you can get different people. They don't need to join the consultancy exam, but they can be part. At part it's open to anyone. Para we can throw in our feasibility study there. Thus if they want to also if they have ideas, they can also pitch it in there. So parang we can open it up also to the group.
So there is a requirement for a
There are
consultant.
people might be interested.
Kasi Mimi, there's a requirement for for
10
consultancy exams. You should have been at least 10 years a real estate broker.
for those lang who are interested.
Yes?
We have a group that can support them.
Okay.
Are you still planning to push through with
With
consultancy training?
it's just as hard. It's a little hard lang to contact VP Rod, but I'm contacting him naman kasi he doesn't have a time pa daw, baka January pa eh.
Kasi 45 days para magpa-approve ng module eh.
Oo,
And
pero kasi hindi
really-
matutuloy this December. I called naman na I called PRC, it's canceled daw. So
Oo,
next year talaga siya.
pero di ba ako ngayon, humabol kami ni Tricia, ang timeline, October 17, they started the session October 17, and we need to finish a well-polished feasibility study fully encompassing by end of November. So we're given like 1.5 months to finish the feasibility study side by side with the regular schooling from 1 to 7 p.m. And then January will be the exam already. January.
Parang na-reschedule na siya, hindi siya January.
Parang siguro January ang plano. Madelay man ng konti. Pero yun nga, 60% doon sa dinidiscuss ngayon sa the one that's being discussed in the Google class ay more on computations and all that. But ang exam daw dyan is 200 points, and which is not, hindi namin dinidiscuss, kanya-kanyang self-study. Ang dinidiscuss lang ngayon is really how to come up with a feasibility study that talks about NPV, PV, and IRR, and mga technical legal aspects that you need to present as your consultant. No? So, talagang sobrang bilis ang pacing actually. Sobrang bilis ang pacing. Eh. So,
okay rin may study group tayo if ever.
So, yun nga lang, kung may study group, parang that one is a very big job. Kasi yung ngayon si Teresa Canlas, talagang sabi ko hindi ko akalain na kaya niyang, from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. keeps on talking siya. It's really a tough job if you're giving it for free, ha? If you're giving it for free for a noble cause at mag-study training ka lang sa kanila, susukuan mo yung hirap. Hirap, ha? Rather do it for
free. Na lang naman, support for one another para it's a place where we can air out our feasibility studies. Siguro more on the support on the feasibility studies.
Well, if there's somebody if you want to volunteer. Pero ito kasi feasibility study to for real estate, and that's very well discussed naman din sa mga ganun. Pero syempre, time talaga siya. It's really a time. I mean, if you're not paid and it's not your profession, mapapagod ka talaga. Like kasi nakita ko yung mga classmates ko talagang parang, bakit magko-consultancy na tong iba na to? Wala kang idea pa about. Parang naive pa sa real estate, but it just so happened na 10 years na rin sila as broker, no? Eh, syempre, parang wala ka idea.
I think the feasibility study can help out eh. Kasi you're able to incubate different ideas and you're able to help each other. So, So it's more for the feasibility study rin, our study group. Like, this is your feasibility study, and then parang there's another person mas idea also on your study. So can throw certain names na pwede mo in-network. So that can help out. Inputs, either inputs or network, ganon. So parang we have this study group lang na NREA Metro City. So they know that we're supporting them in the career pathing, which is endorsed by Bana.
Pero alam mo ko, I wish kunwari I had my consultancy license. Parang feel ko lang hindi ko kayang gawin. Why? It's so tough. It's so tough a job. Matrabaho talaga siya. Unless meron ka talagang time.
Kaya naman this part eh. Kaya naman si NREA consultant, so we can ask him to help out.
Ayun nga. So, yeah. Everything, basta may time lang talaga is, everything would be a very good cause talaga.
Yeah, that's right. Pero excuse me, the career path naman of our what you call this profession, it doesn't necessarily be that you have a consultant, you're a consultant or you're an appraiser. Kasi it depends on the anong take mo or your what you call this yung leveling niya, di ba? As according to Honorable Banaag. So whether you are a licensed broker or licensed appraiser,
Into brokerage.
at least you can go up still. And it depends on your advocacy and the line of business that you would like to undertake or yung focus.
Okay. Okay, so I won't summarize anymore. Let's put this in the minutes of the meeting what we had talked para hindi na tayo mag-itap ng oras. So,
It's already 9 o'clock.
sleeping time, dinner time. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Madam Zenny, Madam Blandy, Miss
Thank
Vicky, Governor Adore is still there. Gina May, thank you so much. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Okay. Thank you.
God bless
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you. Si Mr. Raul, birthday boy, and the architect. Oh, boy, nawala
Happy
na.
birthday!
Happy birthday!
Wala na eh.
Papa na kami na happy birthday kanina eh.
Oo nga eh.
Iniwanan na tayo. Natutulog na silang dalawa.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.